Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to our Pokemon Sword and Shield. Last time, we kind of went back to the wild, into the Isle of Armor, exploring a little bit more, mostly just doing some catch-up work on some things that changed, and then just realizing that everything I wanted to cover doesn't quite open up yet, so we started the post-story. And this time, we are going to continue the post-story bit by heading out here into Honeycomb Sea. Because we need to go to the Hexagonal Island. And this fight over here can get very difficult if you are not prepared. So here at Honeycomb Island, what do you have to say? Came here from a different region looking for our Pokemon. Oh. They're looking at that tree kind of ominously, so... yeah, this episode we should be able to hopefully clear out the rest of the Isle of Armor. There you are, Orph. Glad you finally made it. I've seen lots of Combi around, but no sign of Vespiquen so far. But they're the ones who had that sticky honey. Huh? I borrowed a power spot detector from Stonia, but why is it going off now? Is it reacting to this tree here? Something's gotta be up, Orph. I think we should check it out. So, upon doing this, you're gonna be in for a pretty rough battle if you're not prepared, so... for this battle, I am going to be ignoring the Gigantamax roll because you'll see soon enough that this fight is a little different than normal. Would you like to shake this tree? Bring in a fire or a rock type Pokemon. You might need it. Oh, what's happening now? Yeah! And welcome to the Dynamax Vespiquen fight. Vespiquen is level 80 pressure for the ability to use Attack Order, Defend Order, Acrobatics, and Reversal. This fight can get very nasty. So, I thought I'd do something a little bit different for this fight. Normally, I don't Dynamax and such, but this fight's a little bit special. For one. For two, it's a post-story. And three, I normally don't like Dynamax Flahair, but what about Gigantamax form? Since we have a lot of Max Mushrooms, I decided to spruce up the team a little bit. Alright, Giant Rabbit riding a gigantic bomb. There we go. So yeah, so it's a pretty cool fight, all things considered. Big thing though is that Vespiquen is a hard fight. Like, I remember my first playthrough, I had a level 100 Pokemon, and it took a heavy beating from this fight. Not only that, pressure limits how much of a move you can use, so you gotta be careful there. And plus, it's immune to a few Gigantamax moves too, so yeah, this fight can get a little hairy. And now it has +2 speed, so it'll probably outspeed a lot of things now. Oh wow, we actually outsped it. And the fact that it is level 80, it just shows that the difficulty is going to really spike really soon. And we obtain a max honey. Honey that Dynamax Vespiquen produces. Adding this honey to Max Soup makes the taste very smooth. Also has the same effect as a Max Revive. I sure wasn't expecting a Dynamax Vespiquen to come swooping out to attack us. I was too shook to even think about joining you in the battle. Could he really use your help there? That's some serious sticky honey. I'm sure it's a certain something Urshifu loves. It seems like the honey was setting off my power spot detector too. The max mushrooms in this honey you find here in the Isle of Armor. They both seem to have some kind of tie to Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing. There's some we still don't know about it, so there's some research that's waiting to be done. Come on, you've got the thing you're looking for, so let's head back to the dojo at once. Well, you do that, Hop. Now then, there's one other thing I was supposed to show off my first visit here, but I kind of forgot about. Since we do have a lot of, wishing pieces. It's that, hello there, Umbreon. I probably should, do a lot more raids in order to get me more of the things. Alright then, Sucumbi. I should probably mention this, though, is that 5-star Vesequins are very special here on the island. Besides, you can have a nice little rematch with that rough fight. The 5-star Vesequin rates here, they're pretty rare, all things considered. If you were to do those 5-star Vesequin, you'll be able to get yourself more max honey. It's one of the reliable ways to get max honey. Otherwise, it's not really too useful. It's a max revive, which is alright. I think this will be good. So I want to say it might be 5-star only, but 4-star might also be a good source for it too. So there, Vesequin. Also, another thing I should mention, though, I don't know if it's 100% confirmed yet, but I do believe that max raid battles, they are unaffected by the shiny charm. So if you get a shiny Pokemon from a max raid, consider yourself lucky if it's not from an event. So yeah, I gotta go blow through this Vesequin real quick. Yeah, at least you're like level 55 instead of level 80. Why are you using double kick? Hey, I know that you are dumber than a sack of bricks, but this is a new all-time low. Alright, looks like it's a 5-star reward thing that's pretty rare. But yeah, that's how you're able to get more max honeys. Otherwise, yeah, it's an okay item, I guess. I mean, max revives exist, and it's a reliable source of max revives, but still not really worth it, so ugh. I guess let's go head back to the Master Dojo now. So now then, going forward, prepare yourself for the fight of your life. Coming up, I would argue, is one of the hardest fights of the game. I did save. This fight can be very difficult if you're not ready. Welcome back, my wandering Wooloo. Oh, and is that the sweet scent I detect wafting from you through the air around you? Heh. That'd be the max honey there, Shifu loves the max. We've got our hands on a nice haul of it. Did you now? Already? You put me and Orph on it, old man. There's nothing the two of us can't do together. You did a real bang-up job finding that max honey with hardly a hint from me. Very nicely done, Orph. And our little Hop, too. And didn't you forget... Sorry, you didn't forget for a second what the certain something was, did you? If we add max honey to our max soup, even your Shifu will be sure to want to sip. Well, it's been real, Orph, but I think you've learned just about everything the Master Dojo has to teach you. Which means that you and I can finally have a proper battle, with absolutely no holding back. I could use a bit of training if I'm going to be ready for what's to come after all. I won't be pulling any punches this time, kiddo. If you think you're ready for me when I'm serious, then come to the battle courtyard out back. Battling the Master when he's serious. That's seriously terrifying. He's the one who taught Lee all he knows, so Mustard's gotta be one wicked strong trainer. Of course he is. Steel your spirit for a serious battle, Orph. I guess I better start getting serious about the research that I came here to do too. Good luck on your things, Orph. I'm sure you'll manage like you always do. I'll come dashing right back to catch that battle, though, if you try to take on Master Mustard. Let's just say, I find Master Mustard a stronger trainer than Leon. Alright then. So, let's go ahead and let's go have our Urshifu be able to Gigantamax. Alright. Won't be too useful for the fight since I don't plan on using her chi fuel too much, but yes. Coming up is probably going to be one of the hardest fights of the game. I'd say it's probably potentially harder than Hop. Just to give you a sense of how difficult this fight is. Going to be another big difficulty spike too, so prepare to heal. Alright then. So, in case things go alright, I guess. That's going to be my team for the fight. Fairies are going to be pretty useful for this fight, so fairies and electric-type Pokemon if you went with the power of darkness. Oh, are you ready for another battle with little old me? Yes. That's what I want to hear. So let's mosey on over to the battleground. You know, I've been thinking more and more these days about how fortunate we are to have you join the dojo. Even if it was by mistake at first. I can't thank you enough, Orph. It's been a while since I've been so excited. I can feel my blood burning and my heart just dancing with anticipation. I just can't resist a battle against a worthy opponent, no matter how old I get. Now then. Let's get things going. This is the most fun time in the world. Welcome to True Master Dojo Mustard. It's been a while since I faced such a strong opponent. My blood's boiling over. Time to see exactly how all this training has made of you. Yeah! Mustard's leading with Mean Xiao. Mean Xiao, level 73, inner focus for the ability moves, fake out, close combat, place kick, and U-turn. This fight is a very challenging fight, and where the difficulty is really going to ramp up. So I have 16 of these. I'm just going to use this for one turn just to set up a little bit for defensive reasons. Since you're going to use fake out regardless, so close combat. Well, it appears you caught me off guard. So yeah, so Mean Xiao is a pretty challenging Pokemon. Okay, Dazzling Gleam, I guess. Yeah, it's doing a lot of damage to Cremuse, who, mind you, is a very defensive Pokemon. Probably should have, I was expecting it to use U-turn. Ah, I see you got your fundamentals down pat, but that alone won't cut it. There we go. Mean Xiao is done. Alright, Cremuse is 74. Next up, Corvonite. Corvonite, let's use Gauss. Corvonite is level 74 on nerf for the ability with his Iron Head, Brave Bird, Light Screen, and Body Press. So because of this, Corvonite's main role is going to be setting up defenses while also doing a lot of damage with Body Press. At least we don't have to worry about items too much. So there's that Light Screen. Someone has Brick Break, I think. Alright, Brave Bird. It's going to hurt a lot. Not too bad. My team is primarily physical anyway, so it should be fine, I guess. There we go, Corvonite's down. Alright, Rosaline is 72. Next up is going to be Lycanrock. Go ahead and bring up Urshifu. Lycanrock is level 75. Keen Eye for the ability to move Stone Edge, Cell Rock, Play Rough, and Stealth Rock, so yeah. And plus, it's a fast Pokemon too. So yeah, so we gotta do kill it before it kills us, pretty much. Alright, we're faster, cool. A little worried because Lycanrock is a fast Pokemon. There we go. So that's 3 down. Next up, Lux Ray. What do I do with Lux Ray? I guess I can keep you in. Lux Ray is level 73. Intimidate for the ability to use Wild Charge, Crunch, Psychic Fangs, and Play Rough. I got an idea here. I wanted to bait out that thing there a little bit so that way I can go ahead and freely send up Flair. It's going to use Play Rough, and plus I do want to get that Intimidate off. And plus I forgot to look at the notes too. Nice avoid! Let's go ahead and return the flavor. Okay. Wild Charge should be enough to knock itself out. Alright, there we go. So the fight is going to be ramping up in about 10 seconds. Alright, light screen is off. Good. Next up is going to be Komo-o. What do I do with Komo-o? Gosh. It has Bullet Punch, I know for sure. At least I think it does. Try to go for the healing. Next up is going to be Komo, level 75, soundproof for the ability to use clanging scales, Flash Cannon, Aura Sphere, and Clangor Soul. So yeah, pretty intense Pokemon, all things considered. Dazzling Gleam. I gotta go for the Dazzling. I just gotta be sure I get the one shot. Because of this, its stats are going to raise. And yeah. Gotta go for that quad advantage. There we go. And now into the storm. There we go. Level ups for everybody. And now, the big gun. What do I want to do with you? Rosalina, I guess. And now for the big guy. Urshifu, level 75. Unseen Fist for the ability to do Surging Strikes if you went with the Tower of Darkness. My skills are only getting sharper. Try not to get captivated by my might. Anyways, level 75, Unseen Fist ability. Surging Strikes if you went with the Tower of Darkness, because it would be the water form. Otherwise, Wicked Blow with the Darkness form. Close Combat, Iron Head, and Poison Jab. This is the true fight of the Isle of Armor. Now become a gigantic fist that breaks their opponent. As one smashed to a board. Yeah! A very dangerous Pokemon. Probably stronger than Charizard. Okay, what do I want to do here? I kind of want to try to bait it out, but at the same time, Rock Bart's going to be kind of useless from here on out. You have Iron Head. Do a Feint Play. You're going to be fast regardless. Do a Sack Play. Starting to think here. Okay. I'll probably go ahead and do this. Yeah, it has its fairy type coverage very well. I went for the sack play. Yeah, I definitely don't want to use you right now. Rotbart, sure. Well, you might not be super powerful. Zen Headbutt. Try to get in there and do some damage. Alright. Well, down goes me. Let us be a reminder, single slip could cost you everything. Yeah. But that's one last thing I gotta worry about now. Okay, Urshifu. It's time to show who's boss. So yeah, so I would obviously use the water form if it weren't for me being weak to them, so let's wrap this up. Can't believe I'm faster! Way to go, Urshifu. Strength ebbs and flows like that. One moment you grasp it, the next it slips from your hand. With the strength you have now, the strength that lets you defeat me, it is unwavering. Congratulations, from the bottom of my heart. I held absolutely nothing back, and yet you still defeated me. The apprentice surpasses his master. A true moment of pride from the master. You deserve a very special league card from me. It seems I'll have to redo my own training from scratch. Oh, darling, did I hear right? You actually lost? Ah, so you all came. You know, I can't resist seeing you get all serious about battle, you cheeky thing. You look utterly dashing, darling. Oh, but look at me getting all distracted. You were amazing, Orph. Looks like we all need to have some max soup to celebrate tonight. I knew you weren't just a new student. I think I'll call you Master Newbie from now on. Well, I'm not surprised one bit, Orph. I knew you'd win. And you are fabulous too, Urshifu. Orph? I guess I should congratulate you. But I won't. Why should I celebrate anything you do, huh? Still, that cleared up a lot. You're strong enough to beat the master going all out. I never stood a chance. But next time I face you, I'll take you on fair and square. And I won't lose, you'll see. Alright, are you sure? You're downright infuriating, you know that. Almost as bad as I am. Well, at least she's aware of her own flaws. Well, that wraps up the last little bit of training here at the Master Dojo. Oh, back to normal, huh, Master? Orph. I hope you'll come and have more battles with me from time to time. It'll make both of us stronger. So, we're ready when the time comes. Oh, don't worry about it. You'll find out what I'm talking about eventually. Anyway, let's all head back, shall we? Like one big family. And that was the rest of the Isle of Armor. I can't believe you beat the master, even when he was serious. Or if you might be able to tackle the dojo's most grueling type of training ever. Restricted sparring. If you have the courage to try it, let me know. So, how restricted sparring works, since, well, this is going to be the last bit for the episode. I'm not going to be going over restricted sparring because it takes way too long to do it all for the reward you get, which is really difficult to get. So, you are locked into a single task. For example, if you go in for the Steel type and you're locked with only using Steel type Pokemon, and you'll have to go through 5 wins. After the 5th win, you'll be able to complete that category. The gimmick, though, is that your Pokemon will carry over to the next, HP and PP still remaining. So, yeah, you're able to heal twice during the 5-trainer gauntlet. But, yeah, it's a serious grueling matter, and it gets harder as it goes. Kind of similar to the Battle Showplace thing in Gen 4. Pretty similar to that, all things considered. So yeah, if you're able to clear all 18 types, you'll get a t-shirt based on Master Mustard's attire. So yeah, so that is restricted sparring. So I guess with that all done, we did quite a bit this episode. We managed to go through the Isle of Armor a little bit further, completing the story. And next time, Pokemon Sword and Shield, we wrap up everything remaining in the Isle of Armor. I will see you all then.